not all pixely.
Hi.
Where are you again?
What is this? Where am I?
Why are we here?
I don't know.
Who dragged us here?
Everything seems good.
It's weird not being interrupted in the first 5 seconds.
I know.
Right?
Hello
It's
and
unheard of.
welcome to the Villains Talk Show and Podcast. I am one of your esteemed hosts,
Esteemed.
C4,
Things about to get steamy here.
joined by
Please no.
the illustrious, elusive gentleman, the sultry Sarah Vike,
Nope.
and the glorious Greasy Boy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately known Saniac. And yeah, we're Villains Talk Show and Podcast. Catch us anywhere you get podcasts. We've episodes and all that junk. I mean, if you're listening by now,
Cough. You might want to fix the title card.
where? What? No?
The names aren't lined up.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna bother with that anymore. I'm so
You're just gonna leave them right in the middle.
Yep.
Perfect.
So today I am Insaniac.
You wish.
You are not nearly salty enough.
That's true.
But we are talk show and podcast. Like I said, catch us anywhere you get podcasts. We are supported by our followers on Twitch. Thank you all very much, and YouTube. We love you all very much, and our one Patreon follower. Shout out to For the Wheel, and
For the wheel.
yeah, all that junk aside. Welcome to today. The topic.
What is today?
The topic I didn't pick. You picked.
I didn't. I just gave you a title. This was all Sarah Vike's idea.
Today's topic we called Flurona, the princess that never was. Why did we call it that? I guess it was a mix between influenza and corona.
Yes, sir.
Because instead of just calling it Omicron, man,
It was more
very popular.
I guess we might as well start with the basics. In comparison to this whole pandemic, I have known more people that have caught this than anyone else. I still haven't. I haven't caught nothing. I have been completely
COVID free. I mean, unless you had it and didn't have symptoms.
Yeah.
Always possible.
It is.
It really is.
Yeah. So this was on my mind because my husband has it again. This is the second time he's had COVID. Yay. At least we assume so. We actually don't know for sure because it is literally not possible for him to get tested.
Why not?
The government has decided to essentially ration the test, and you can only get one if you fit a very narrow set of criteria, essentially if you are high risk.
I have a bunch.
What?
I have a bunch of tests.
Do you have the rapid one?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't get them here at all.
Do you want one?
Yes.
Do we have an inside line? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Where did you get a hold of some rapid tests?
My parents.
All right, everybody get tested. We're going to Jeez.
Yeah, no, my husband cannot get tested, and we didn't get rapid tests anywhere close to where we live, and the only option would have been to drive around the city and try to find one. And
everywhere's sold out, and they don't have them anymore.
Exactly. Didn't want to do that, so we didn't, and now he can't get tested, I can't get tested, and I stick my face into dozens of other people's faces on a daily basis. So, yay.
At least with the new guidelines, it's only 5 days.
It's not, though. So, Our isolation procedures have also shifted in two ways. The first one is that if you're a close contact, you do not have to isolate unless you have symptoms or are vaccinated. And then the second way is that if you do have symptoms, you only have to isolate for 5 days if you're vaccinated. And then, oh my, crazy things are happening there. And then you can go back to
Yeah.
work after that for the remaining 5 days, but you have to keep your mask on literally all the time. Literally all the time. Like, no taking it off to take a drink of water.
But
So yeah, it's fun right now.
so wait, so do the kids have to follow this or just you?
The kids, if a kid gets sick and they are vaccinated, they can make the choice to only stay at home for 5 days, and then they can come back to school for the remaining 5 days, and they have to follow that. So we legitimately have to find a separate room for them to eat lunch in. They have to go to a separate room. It's horrifying. I honestly would just tell them to stay home all the time.
Yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous, man. We've like
Right?
where I work, we've just instilled a policy where if anyone gets any kind of sickness, we're just like take a week off. I mean, we've
Yeah,
been lucky we've
smart.
been able to absorb that, but like, dude, is that so? Is that just do you know if that's all or more schools or is that just yours?
That's
All
the
schools.
province. That's a
Damn.
provincial rule. It
Same with
applies to schools
BC
but
as
also
well.
to jobs. So anyone who's vaccinated can choose that. I can see it for workers and adults, but for kids, it's just better.
Yeah.
Sounds like the elusive gentleman's having some elusive problems, so we'll just leave
Yeah.
him quiet for a bit. Um, yeah, well, recently my cook got sick, and she uh she had to take the week off, and she has 3 kids, like 3 little kids.
Yikes.
So we're like, I booked her off for the week, but I'm really worried because she might end up taking more than that
Yeah,
if it runs
absolutely.
through that house.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. That is very possible.
I mean, and like, because I've seen it a lot, especially in a lot of workplaces. Like, people just don't like. At this point, it's why I liked Flurona because it's at the point where they're just accepting that everyone's gonna get it, right?
Absolutely. Have you seen
Everyone already
any of
has
the
it.
numbers? Yeah, have you seen the numbers of people who have it recently?
No.
Today, today there was a record high number of cases, like positive tests,
Mm-hmm.
at almost 7,000. And that is, uh, those numbers come only from the super restricted rationed tests where you can only get them if you're high risk.
Yeah.
So, enough, like all the people who were only high risk tested managed to create a record high number. They're assuming that it's more than 10 times the number of positive tests for people who have it, meaning that currently in the province there's probably 600,000 people.
One more time. You cut out right at the end there.
In the province, there's currently most likely between 600,000 and a million people who have it, like right now. That
Yep.
is a quarter of our population.
And that's only an estimate.
Yeah, it could be higher than that even.
It definitely could be.
So that's where we're at. Schools are in. It doesn't matter. Yeah, they've just sort of decided that this is it. It's like it's time for everyone to get it. It seems like they kind of decided to move to the endemic response right in the middle of the highest wave that there has been, which, eh.
To be fair though, this one has also been a lot more what's the word?
docile. Not as it's not as dangerous.
It's not as lethal. Yeah,
Definitely.
but it's definitely one of the more contagious variants.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So could you imagine actually calling it Flurona? I think Jeremy's good now.
There were still some odd noises a second ago.
There,
Jeremy?
Yeah. Okay.
there he
Hi.
is. Thanks.
Oh, there you are.
Just turn you down a little bit. Your mic's a little too good. I don't know. Have you seen any cases at your work, Jeremy?
Pardon?
Like we're talking about just how this COVID's been way more fluid, like Florona.
I really
You know,
struggle to
like the
say that.
princess from Chef or Shrek.
Fiona.
Fiona?
It's
Yeah,
fluid.
Flurona.
That's not even close, but okay.
It would be fluid.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing, sure. Is there a donkey having babies with a dragon?
No, don't entertain
Yes.
him. Don't. It's a trap, and don't walk into it.
We've been over this with
No, no.
your Insaniac over the weekend. Remember? He was telling us all about the dragons.
No, he was just crazy. Just
Wait,
he
what?
didn't.
That.
I don't know what happened to his brain on Saturday, but something did.
Something about dragons and fish.
I missed that.
He's been weird all week.
He has.
I don't want to be specific on it, but yesterday he called me because apparently he was thinking in my voice. So
Who is this?
Oh no.
Insaniac.
Oh, he's been losing his mind.
Oh,
What
good.
is happening?
Because if
Two D&D sessions ago snapped him. He broke.
Yeah.
I know it's been
Might
great.
have
All
been
I've
it.
gotten from him lately is a bunch of dragon riddles.
He's been.
Actually, I've gotten surprisingly little from him. He
He's
usually
been-
texts me all week long about D&D, and he doesn't.
I think he's broken.
Yeah.
I think he's
Jeremy, what did
truly
you do to
become
him?
Insaniac. the things he has sent me is been a little. I'm kind of sad he's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's straight broken.
Well, maybe it was a trick to go back.
Maybe that's why people watch us. The viewers out there, let us know. Is that why you listen to us? Because we're slowly breaking your sanity. Is that
I
our
thought it was
true
because
power?
of Sarah and I.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Caden's pretty and I'm funny.
A fucking
Exactly.
chopped liver.
I still think it's probably Jeremy too. Everyone's
Yeah.
just waiting for.
Everyone's
a word.
wondering what's going on in the back. What's going on? And every so often, things happen.
Yeah.
Someone starts screaming in the background.
Oh dear.
Then to all those listeners out in the podcast, you can't see it, but we usually all have cameras. But the elusive gentleman, his picture is of him in a suit with the most serious face, and it's super small. It's
really
so
is.
funny.
He turned on his camera once.
One time, that's
Yep.
true.
Once.
And
Yep.
and that was our highest watched stream.
I actually think that might be true.
It was our highest watched, not listened.
Yeah.
So, how many vaccines do you think we're gonna end up getting? I'm
430.
putting my money at 5.
I'm putting my money at 405.
400.
I'm not putting my money anywhere. It's not worth it. It's too unpredictable and ridiculous.
That's why
Well,
going with
I
an
mean,
outlandish
I'm
number.
going by the rate here, right? So we've been going by like a booster shot every 6 months, it seems.
So
So
you're thinking another year?
I'm thinking another year of booster shots, and then everyone's gonna get 5. Get it? And then the reason it'll be 5 is because it's actually needed. But then it'll also be 5, so all the conspiracy theorists. Now there's children at the elusive gentleman's house. Now I'm really
Yeah.
confused.
Me too.
Are you okay? Are you in a safe space?
Have you been kidnapped by children?
They just want to play D&D, man.
He's becoming Captain Hook. The lost children have finally kidnapped the elusive gentleman.
Yeah.
No, I want it.
Those clickety clackety math rocks.
I want it to be 5, so that all the conspiracy theorists can be like, yeah, 5 G's. Each needle was another G in your system.
Yeah, but if it's 6, then they could go, but it's the beginning of the devil's.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You put 3 people together and suddenly, boom, Satan himself.
No.
You know what? New guesstimate, 666.
Ooh.
Well,
So you estimate that
you
everyone's
just-
going to be getting boosters every 6 months for the next 333 years.
No, every 2 months after this booster shot.
That's still going to be a lot of years, man.
Not enough time.
And then every
Math,
month it will get
please.
lower and lower, and then it'll be every other day.
Math, please.
It'll be your
Every
COVID
2 months,
spray.
there's 100 years.
Instead of white point summer, it's vaccination summer. Everyone goes in every day for their next booster. You can only
Oh.
survive the variant if you get a booster every 2 days.
That would be awful.
Then yeah, but you South Park will be so right. I mean,
Yeah.
I watched this show called Jimmy Dore. If you never watched the Jimmy Dore show, I've watched him for years. He's been on the Young Turks, but he's not a Young Turk. He got kicked off the show because he's awesome. One thing he brought up the other day that made me laugh just dead was he was showing CNN, and it's funny because it was like before the CNN broadcast. It's like this CNN broadcast is brought by Moderna. This Central News broadcast is brought to you by Pfizer. And he's like, doesn't that raise any flags? Like not to not get the vaccine, but that these companies are making enough money they are now sponsoring newscasts.
Yeah.
Russell
That's
Brand brought that up like a
Just
couple
a
months
little
ago
bit, yeah.
too.
Like, I'm not saying
Yeah.
don't get the vaccine. I'm not. I'm just saying maybe we should not be giving these companies so much money anymore. Maybe they should be doing it out of the goodness of their heart to save people and not like,
That's not how capitalism works.
make
That'd be ridiculous.
trillions off it. It kind of sours the whole thing just a little.
Does make you wonder how much the scientists that actually developed the vaccine are getting as well.
$4.
'Cause, yeah, you can bet that it's not nearly as much as it should be.
Well, a lot of them are under contract. If we're really talking
Yeah.
about that, the way big corporations work is they put you under contract, and everything you develop or invent is theirs, not yours.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything is theirs. So technically, those scientists get fuck all. Actually, it's not true. They get recognition. The one thing a company cannot take from a scientist is the name who invented it. They can take the money and take all of the everything else, but they cannot take the name of the scientist who actually put in the time. But yeah, modern science, man, it's fucking amazing.
It's true.
It really is.
But I mean, do you think has anyone? I'm guessing Sarah hasn't for sure, but have you seen the new South Park?
No,
I have.
What about
I haven't
you,
seen any South Park.
Mr. Jeremy?
Yeah.
I just want to draw to the attention that everything is
Which one?
the one where just everything
All
is
three.
yeah, just the one that's sponsored by everything is sponsored by medicine. I was just gonna say
Yeah.
it's where
I
it's
don't
going.
think I've seen that. If they
The Mad-
released a third
Here-
one, I haven't seen the third one.
Live from the Moderna Center, it's
Oh,
Yeah.
yep.
they're not wrong.
Live from Pfizer Cube Garden in downtown Manhattan.
Wow.
It's good.
Applebee's Supermax.
No, it's the Apple's Denny's Superman.
Applebee's, Denny's, Supermax, Plus, Ultra, something.
It's so, what's horrible is it's horrible. And what else is horrible is you know it's a likely avenue of what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Man, I wish we were bigger streamers so we could show a clip of that.
Yeah, it would be interesting. I'm sure we could, just not a full clip.
Was it 30 seconds, I think?
Yeah.
15 for
copyright?
2D.
Oh, 15 for video, 30 for music.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Just start reacting to bullshit. Then we get away with
That was the
everything.
plan.
Resolution.
Man, if we became the React channel, then we'd have to worry about, screwing over our employees and trying to fucking, what did they do? They did something
Wait.
seriously.
We have employees?
What did they do?
Yeah, we have the editors.
The React brothers. What did they
We
do?
do?
Yeah, this guy right here.
Yeah, we have editors that we don't really pay.
Yeah. I know. No shit.
So we have slaves.
No, they're interns.
Hey,
There's a
my
difference.
people
No,
find
they're-
that offensive, Sarah.
Passionate volunteers.
Thank
Okay,
you.
there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
I can go build you a pyramid. Just give me a
It had
second.
nothing to do with those people.
There's a joke in there.
Yes, please do build me a pyramid. I would love it.
I want 17 and a half.
Let my goddamn
Pyramids?
people go.
Yes.
I just want one. Just one.
Fine. 8 and a half. Easy. Nice, even
Why a
number.
half? How do you envision this half?
A
In what
quest-
way is it half a pyramid?
Well, you see, right as he's about to finish, or right as he's about halfway through the 8th or 9th pyramid, he dies, and it's never finished.
So is it half height-wise, or is it
So it
like
would just be an unfinished pyramid. Would it be
I like-
half a
I
pyramid?
like
Yes.
this-
Half a
this-
pyramid.
This sounds like a
I feel like he does his best to plot it out here.
Half a pyramid.
Once you're done with
Yes.
each pyramid, just stop and say that you'll get to the 9th one eventually.
Oh man.
There you go.
Oh. No, I can't say that. I just had a horrible idea. But never mind. Moving on.
You'll have to tell us otherwise.
Yeah, just say it in the chat.
Yeah, because that's safer.
No. I meant our chat.
Oh, okay.
Not the chat.
Later. Man. If we... Okay. Going back onto topic at least a little bit. I mean, if everyone's gonna catch it, like, reality is... What's the point of a vaccine if everyone's gonna catch it? It's just a question that comes to my head.
Yeah. It's not if everyone's going to catch it. It's when.
So
Yeah.
then, is the point? But it because this one is obviously more mild. But is that only because we have the vaccine, or is that just because it's more mild?
I think it's probably partly both. It is more
Because-
mild, but it also tends to affect vaccinated people even more mildly.
Yeah. This one has been this one mutated with like the common flu. So that's why people are calling it Flurona and all that.
I-
People
because
actually
the-
calling it that? Did you just make that up?
No, I've seen it all over the place.
I have not at all.
I've seen Omicron Persei.
I thought they were calling it
I've
that
seen
because
Lur.
we technically eradicated the flu, so now this is the new flu disease.
That too.
Yeah. maybe.
Wait, what? What was that?
Yeah.
There are no kept numbers for the flu anymore, right?
Well, yeah,
So,
but nobody's
the big-
checking
The big
for it.
joke amongst the conspiracy theorists is that we've eradicated the flu, and they only keep the COVID numbers.
We've eradicated the flu.
Yeah, because they don't keep those numbers anymore. They stopped
Yep.
like keeping flu statistics right as the first lockdowns hit.
You know, there are days I really
Way
wish
back, like
I lived
it's been
like
2
100 years
years
from
ago
now.
now.
Oh man.
I think that we're breaking his faith in humanity.
I have no faith in humanity. I just wish I lived 100 years from
We're
now.
slowly
So
rebuilding.
I wouldn't have to deal with. You know what? No, that's a lie because I feel like 100 years from now, I would expect people to be smarter and they'd be just as stupid.
Yeah,
Or
I
dumber.
like, I feel like that would be the hugest slap to my
I
face.
mean, just looking where we are now. Yes. We have kids eating soap.
well,
that.
That
was
was
a couple of years ago.
yeah. It's still the next generation.
That's still relative.
The next generation, that's your generation.
It's not though.
That explains
sure about that?
so much.
It's technically not my generation if you look at certain charts.
Certain charts.
Yep.
Your generation is like 96 to 2010, right?
I think you
No.
figured it out.
No.
I think you figured out how he thinks. He ate Tide Pods. Just...
I would not, because that's disgusting. They only
I
look
think
like
he's
candy.
losing
They
his
don't
mind.
taste like candy.
Whatever is wrong with Insaniac, I think, is contagious.
You know, you can buy gummies now that look like Tide Pods.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or you could just buy Tide Pods.
You can, but you should probably wash your laundry with them and not eat them.
But they look so good.
You were saying about your generation not being you.
Yeah, that's not my generation.
What is your generation then? How do you define?
I'm that middle gap right between the two generations. Like 97 to 2000.
Yeah. It's
Because
pretty.
I remember having dial-up internet.
Yeah.
Do
Like,
you?
I do.
Tell me the sound. You never forget that sound. No, don't do it for him. You did. He has to do the sound.
You know I don't do sound.
Jeremy, we all know.
It's burned.
It's burned into our brains. It's not burned in his. And so the bullshit I was calling him on. Hearing it over and over and over for hours.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a picture I want to look at 3 hours later.
Yeah. I'm just gonna play pinball now.
Yeah.
Solitaire.
Yeah.
Yay! I did the free cell. How long was that? 10 minutes? Wow, computer.
So exciting.
So exciting. Someone picks up the phone while you're in the middle of something. Damn it, I got disconnected! Mom, stop using the phone, I'm on the computer! God, I hated the past.
Do you like the present any better though?
No.
See, that's the problem. It'll just
And I have no hope for the future, so it's
exactly.
it's beautiful.
So it's just cynical.
He's just a pessimist, really.
Yes, a cynical view on life.
It's actually called realism. Thank you. very much, people. It's a real thing. There's a real thing called realism.
Yeah.
Where
yes,
you just cut the bullshit out of your vision and just look at things for what they are. It's why I'm really good at reading people.
I think you're being pessimistic.
That's
Am
what
I?
realism is, though.
I mean, it is a lot of the time. It's not all the time. It's just,
90% of the time.
I'd say 85.
I'll give you 87.
I will give you 85.5.
I'll meet you in the middle. I'll meet you in the middle at 87.
This is a weird argument.
Fine, 87.5. Just
Sarah,
for you.
you're the one who's arguing. I'm just stating facts.
I'm really
And
not.
I'm agreeing.
Thank you. See?
All right. Well, now that we have that established.
Yes. I thought it was previously established.
Yeah.
Um,
I wish Insaniac was here so he could tell us about the fish again.
I would just feel sad for him, though.
that
That's
poor
the
man.
point. Bring him the pity views.
Unless there's something else you guys want to talk about.
How about our friend's deteriorating mental state?
The friends deteriorate. I think we should leave that. I guess we could do a shorter episode today. I am pretty tired. I don't know about you guys.
That's fair.
Yeah. I fell asleep sitting up earlier, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I built a shelf.
it was a bit of a shorter episode, but thank you to our one viewer on Facebook YouTube, and our 1 viewer on Twitch, 2 viewers on Twitch who are watching. Nice to see you guys.
Ooh.
Thanks again to our only Patreon for the wheel. If you want to join Patreon, the links are in my Twitch or my YouTube. Follow us on YouTube or Twitch if you want. I mean,
We can't forget about our great friends over at Buzzsprout.
yes, our great friends over at Buttsprout.
No,
That-
Insaniac does that, and I don't know what it is.
They're fantastic. They help us start up our podcast. They're a free service that we use to get our weird and crazy ramblings out there.
Yeah.
They're really great,
That's
and
what they
we
do.
highly recommend them.
Great read. Great read.
Thank you.
Great
You're
read.
welcome.
Use our link down below if you want to start a podcast. It's free. We recommend it. It's fun. That being said,
Check us
I
out
am,
on every social media platform.
I am sorry everyone out there had nothing better to do, but I'm glad you spent it with us here. We are the Villains of the Villains Talk Show. And we'll catch you next time.